Hey, folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today we're going to be quoting somebody that, well, I quoted 2 days ago. 2 days ago was the 2 year anniversary of me starting the quote of the day every day. And the very first quote of the day was a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And then for the year anniversary, I did a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And then 2 days ago, I did a quote for the 2 year anniversary by Waldo Emerson. And today, in case you didn't know, is Ralph Waldo Emerson's birthday. So it seems, listen, I'm on a birthday thing, right? So we're going to do a birthday quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. I know. It seems like I'm getting a lot in there, but the dude said so much, and it has had such a profound effect on the way that I think and who I am as a person. I just want to share it, and I think that I'm gonna give you two quotes today. One of them was the one that I was going to use, but I just saw a video before I started making this one that kind of inspired me to use another one as well. So I'm going to do two different quotes. But before I get there, not because I don't want it to all be about him because I just did a video about him, about his quote at least. So we're not going to make this video about him entirely. We're going to also notice that there are two other big birthdays that I want to mention as well. First of all is Frank Oz, the puppeteer and director and voice of Yoda. Very beloved. Dead Muppets and everything. Like absolutely one of the most beloved people in that sphere in that genre there has ever been. And also another birthday today, and this is one that hits my bearded head close to home is Sir Ian McKellen's birthday. Sir Ian McKellen is I don't even know how old he is, but he's still with us on this earth. And if you're not sure who that is, that's fucking Gandalf or Magneto, depending upon where you're looking. Been in a million things. Absolutely love him as an actor. Absolutely love the fact that he's said numerous times, much like George Takei actually, that the best thing that they ever did was come out. He has given strength and encouragement to an entire subsection of people that are gay and given them the encouragement and strength to show them that their life doesn't have to fall apart, that they can actually come out of the fear that they have of coming out and just explode and be the bright shining beautiful fucking lights that they really are. And I think that when I think about him, he used to joke that before he came out that he was worried that his gravestone would say here lies Gandalf, he came out, because he was worried about that being like one of the defining things about him. And as time has gone on, you'll hear him say that he's okay with that being one of the defining things about him. The fear of it held him back. And I think that he's just a beautiful man and best friends with one of the other favorite people that I have in the world, Patrick Stewart. Not his birthday today, just thought I would mention him. So anyway, Ralph Waldo Emerson. We'll get back to the man that I'm actually quoting today. Now, like I said, I'm going to use two quotes, and I'm not going to give you a deep dive on Emerson because I feel like if you cared about Emerson at this point in time, you would probably know who he is. My connection, my attachment to him formed out of my love for Thoreau. I have been to Walden Pond. I've walked the banks. I've seen where his cabin is firsthand. I even picked up one of the rocks, and it was a transformational experience for me. And I found that in the words of both Thoreau and Emerson, I have found a better understanding of who I am. Now, I'm going to get to these quotes because I think that both of them have a little bit that can be discussed. They're both very simple, but there's some depth there. The first one, the one that I had intended on using basically since 2 days ago when I knew his birthday was coming. This is so important too. This is, I've been doing these videos talking about depression, some of you have seen, and this is one of those things that I wish more people understood. Especially if you've lost someone to depression. This quote will hit right in the heart. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "You can never do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late. You can never do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late. Uh, reading that, honestly, like knowing the weight that it can carry, almost brings tears to my eyes. I mean, to a certain degree, it did, but it's stinging. I'm getting a little stinging in my eyes. Um, I, I I can't tell you how important this is. It's one of the reasons why, I'll get caught up sometimes. I'll make 4 days of political videos, or I'll make, a bunch of videos about all these different things. And it's one of the reasons why I always try as hard as I can to at least once a week or once every week and a half or so make a video talking about how important it is to be kind. Because you really honestly, like, we need, especially in today's world, we need to be reminded of it. We need to remember that every moment that we spend, locked in our own little chamber of confusion and pain, that we're not actively reaching out and trying to help others and be kind to others, and genuinely just like make a difference in that positive way that we can, is an opportunity to essentially save someone from their own antechamber of pain and confusion, right? Like, it really is that powerful. You really can break through all sorts of barriers and all sorts of walls that people put up, and make them feel seen in a moment of kindness. And I it moves me in a way that I don't know if I can really convey. I don't know if I truly have the words. And I've got, as I've said before, lots of words, but I don't know if I really can convey just how important that is to me. Like, how important it is that people understand that you have a choice you have to make the choice to be kind. It's not something that you can do, falsely. A lot of people are nice. There's a lot of nice people out there. A lot of people that smile really great, and then you walk away and they go, fuck that bitch. They say stuff like that. You know what I mean? And kindness doesn't do that. That's nice. Nice isn't kind. Kind says, I care about you. I care about you for whatever reason. I care about you because I love you. I care about you because you're a fucking human being. I care about you because of what you're going through. I care. I just care. And I want to be kind to you because I know how hard this life can be. I know how hard it can be. And I know that kindness is often the antidote for the poison that runs through our veins every day. Now, as far as the other quote, like I said, I saw a video. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to, point any fingers or name any names, but I saw a video where somebody said something that really, really bothered me. And I see it often. I see it a lot. And this quote is, I think it kind of lines up with the kindness thing, honestly. Ralph Waldo Emerson also said, people seem not to see that their opinion of the world is also a confession of character. People seem not to see that their opinion of the world is also a confession of character. Now, I like I said, I think this lines up pretty well with the kindness thing, but I want to say this, and like I said, I'm not going to name any names or point any fingers because I just think that, I I could start a real bad fight, and I don't want to do that. If you see videos of people that are saying that any sort of hate, whether it be hate against this group or that group, whatever it may be, even if it's hate against voters of Trump, even if it's hate against horrible men, even if it's hate against whatever it may be, this is not the way. This is not the way that we make changes. This is not the way that we make this world a better place. You don't beat hate with more hate. You can't. It won't work. And so the way that, like, what you've done when you make these videos, when you have these messages, is you've allowed that hatred that these people have in their hearts to corrupt your beauty, your message, and how you see the world. They win when you turn around and make your message a message of hate. And I just thought that a reminder of this magnitude was important. How you see the world is a mark of your character, not of theirs. Happy birthday to Ralph Waldo Emerson, and to the rest of you. Please take care of yourself. Take care of others. I'll talk to you soon.